Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Horror Snob. My name's Michael James. I am the Horror Snob, and I'm here with something I haven't done in a little while now, Fresh Frights. Full-on movie reviews, giving you the full rundown on 3 films I have seen just recently, letting you know if they're worthy for a watch, what makes them worthy, and what kind of things you can expect from them. Now, if this is your first time catching one of these type of episodes, again, the reviews are not going to be that long. 3 in total today we're going to go over, each one roughly about 2 minutes or so. I'm just looking to give you enough information so that you can make a smart decision as to whether you think it's a film that you might be interested in. I don't want to give you any spoilers, I'm not trying to ruin the film for you, and we don't need to spend the next 15 minutes hashing out all of the ways it relates to us politically, emotionally, religiously, and blah blah blah. Let's just talk about the films a little bit, figure out if they're worthy watch, and move on from there. So without any further ado, it's time to get into the list with number 1, The Power. This one just recently released to Shudder, and I have to say, wow, an absolutely amazing film. There is so much depth to this thing, so many different ways. Even the title itself has multiple meanings to it. And that is just phenomenal writing at its core, leading to an excellent script, and it translated so well on screen. This movie really breaks down to 2 halves. It's almost 2 hours long. The first half is a lot of very subtle, some of you would call it slow burn kind of build. But it's quick enough, it's got a steady enough pace with small little creepy moments and some slight jump scares to keep you vested. Then all of a sudden the hammer hits and shit goes sour quickly, and man does it get ramped up. This thing is equal parts possession film, demonic, haunting. It goes all through these different layers, all sorts of things you can see in the trailer. A trek we are all forced upon as viewers so that they can manipulate us into an ending, into a reveal that is so beautifully, masterfully done that you do not necessarily see it coming, giving you this hidden gem inside of its climactic payoff moment that not only makes the film worth watching, but makes it one of the elite films in our genre. This one for me is an absolute must-watch. I kid you not, since seeing it, I have been thinking about it almost every moment. It sticks with you. That is so hard to do anymore, that in the rare occasion where you find a film like that, man, you have got to appreciate the impact it made on you. Rose Williams, the star in this thing, does an excellent job. The director, Karina Faith, I am so down to see whatever she's got coming up next. So excited for the future. If this is any indication of what we can expect from either one on screen or behind, we as horror fans are in for a massive treat for decades to come. You can find The Power available for your stream pleasure on Shudder. The platform is most certainly worth the price, and this should absolutely be a priority watch. And number 2, we're moving over to Netflix for an exclusive of theirs called The Block Island Sound. Like The Power, this one also goes through a gamut of different subgenres within horror, touching on things that allude towards haunting, possession, into paranormal. There are moments where you might even think this is going into something more Lovecraftian, that realm of cosmic horror. So many different cues it hits on, and beautifully played out. Directed by the McManus brothers, Kevin and Matthew, and starring their sister Michaela, she does an excellent job in this, in a very understated film. Again, something all 3 of these on this list have in common. All of them kind of hark back to things like The Dark, The Black Coat's Daughter, these very subdued horror films. Not the big gore fests, but things that are going to actually instill fright. As horror fans, I know, speaking for myself, that's something I'm always looking for, and The Block Island Sound delivers and does so in a big way. Make it a priority on your list. For those of you with Netflix, hit it up now, The Block Island Sound. Most certainly worth the watch. Hey gang, before we finish up today's episode, just a quick reminder to check out the website, horrorsnob.com. You can find a full archive of everything I've put out thus far, some truly awesome novelty items, and absolutely rare horror memorabilia authentically autographed by dudes like Sid Haig, John Carpenter, and Bela Lugosi. All available for you at horrorsnob.com. And now let's get back into it. And finally, at number 3, another exclusive movie to Shudder right now. It's The Dark and the Wicked. Another very subdued horror film that presents very well and really instills that creep factor. Perfectly acted out, Marin Ireland, Michael Abbott Jr., the two of them playing brother, sister. They are the focus. It is a very minimalistic film, in fact. All of it taking place on their home farm. You really don't step away from that at all. So the landscape is very tight. The relationship is very tight. The cast is very, very small to this thing. But it just goes to show you don't need a lot to create an insanely creepy, absolutely horrific film. And the payoff, what you're waiting for at the end of this thing, I am telling you, it is everything you're trying not to see come. Every thought of what you're predicting, every emotion of what you want to have happen, it's going to get fucking wrecked. And done so in such a gorgeous way that you are not angry about it. You are excited. It is a massive payoff, and I love it. If you're just looking for a film that's got mad, nonstop carnage, then no, this isn't going to be your film. In fact, none of these three are going to be your film. But if you like to be creeped out, if you want to be scared, if you want movies that are well written, well acted, with stories that you can relate to, The Dark and the Wicked, like The Power and Block Island Sound, is a film you should be prioritizing. Available on Shudder. Take a moment and check it out. All right. That's my full list for today. As always, I invite you to take a moment, hit that subscribe button and the bell, and stay up to date with everything I'm pumping out. Reviews, rankings, previews, trailers, the works. And for even more Horror Snob action, like my month-long Women of Horror celebration and our more recent Happy Horror Days, you can find those on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook pages. Follow us there for even more great horror action. A lot of movies yet to get to. Got to get caught up here. I got 3 more Fresh Frights I'm going to be running down here next week for you, as well as a truckload of preview episodes. 2 of those coming out in the next week as well. And I've got a Netflix top 10 coming soon. So much more to get to. So much good horror out there in the world. Let's run it all down. My name's Michael James. I am the Horror Snob. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.